Now, next topic, division by 10, 100 and 1000. See here, first we have to divide 448 divided by 10 is given. In the second, divided 3465 by 10 and divide 7364 by 100 and divide 5630 by 1000. Then how to divide? So, total 4 questions were given. 2 questions we have to divide. So, divide by 10 and one is divided by 100 and other is divided by 1000. First, we have to divide 448 with 10. This is ones, tens and 100. First, we have to take 44. So, here 2 digit number is there, here we have to take 2 digits 44. In 10 table, when you will get 44? 10 4s are 40, 10 4s are 40, 10 5s are 50, so won't take that one, don't take that minus. 4 minus 0 is 4, 4 minus 4 is 0. Then after that, this one, 8, copy this one. Again 48, when you will get 48? 10 4s are 40 again, then minus 8 minus 0 8, 4 minus 4 0. Then what is your quotient? Your quotient is 44 and your remainder. Your remainder is 8. Here your question is 448. In this 448, when we divide with 10, so this 44 is a quotient and this 8 is a remainder. When we divide with 100 divided by 10, so when we divide it by 10, then last digit, that is ones place is a remainder, ones place is a remainder and the rest of the places your quotient, rest of the places your quotients. Next, here 3465 we have to divide with 10. First we have to take 34. When you will get 34 in 10? 10 3s are 30 minus 4 minus 0 4, then after 6. Then in 10 table when you will get 46? 10 4s are 40, then minus 6 minus 0 6. Again you have to copy this 5, 10 6 are 60 and what is the remainder? 5. So, here quotient your quotient is 346 and remainder is 5. Here 3465, in this 3465 last digit is your remainder and rest of the places your quotient. Here also in 448, so last digit is your remainder and rest of the places your quotient. This is your remainder last and this is your quotient. The last single digit is means ones place is your remainder, the rest of the places your quotient. When you divide with a 10. Next, when you divide it by 100, then what happened? Divided by 100, 7364. So, we have to take 3 digits, 736. 100 sevens are 700, then minus 6 minus 0 6, 3 minus 0 3, then after that 4, 364. 100 3s are 300. So, minus we have to take 4 and 6 64. Then what is your quotient? Quotient is 73, remainder is 64. When you divided with 100, when you divided by 100, last 2 digits your remainder and rest of the places your quotient. Rest of the places your quotient. Now, divide 5630 by 1000. See here, 5630 divided by 1000. 1000 fives are 5000. Then minus 0 minus 0 0, 3 minus 0 3, 6 minus 0 6, 5 minus 5 0. Don't take. Then what is your quotient here? Quotient is 5, remainder is 630. So this 3 comes under remainder, this is your quotient. Now remember one thing here, whenever the number is divided by 10, the last one's place is a remainder, rest of the places here quotients. When you divided with 100, last two places, that is ones and tens, these two places are your remainder and rest of the places your quotient. When we divided with 1000, last three places means ones, tens, 100, these three places our remainder and rest of the places here quotient. These things you have to remember, this is very easy. So when we divide with tens, 100 and 1000, tens means ones place only the remainder, 100 means ones, tens remainder, 1000 means ones, tens, 1000 remainder and rest of the places your quotient. Okay, divide by 10 and find the quotient and remainder. So these three numbers we have to divide with 10. First number 10 divided by 684. When we divide with 10, the ones place we will get as a remainder and rest of the places our quotient. So first we have to take 68, 10 6 are 60. Now minus 8 minus 0 8, 6 minus 6 0, do not take that 0 and 4, 84, 10 8 are 80, 4 minus 0 4, 8 minus 8 is 0. So what is your quotient? Your quotient is 68 and remainder, your remainder is 4. So in this number, the last one's place is your remainder, the rest of the places your quotient. Next, 7563. Now we have to divide with 10. First 75, 7 5s are 10 7s are 10 7s are 70, then minus 5 minus 0 5, 7 minus 7 is 0, 6, 56, 10 5s are 50, then minus 6 minus 0 6, 5 minus 5 0, next 3, 10 6 are 60, then 3 minus 0 3, 6 minus 6 0. Now here remainder, last digit is remainder and rest of the digits are quotient. Therefore what is your quotient? Quotient is 756 and remainder is 3. Next, 945 divided by 10. First we take this 94, 10 9s are 90, then minus 4 minus 0 4, 9 minus 0 0, then 5, then 10 4s are 40, 5 minus 0 5, 4 minus 4 is 0. This last is a remainder and rest of the places quotient. 94 is a quotient. Quotient is 94 and remainder is 4. So remainder is a single digit number and quotient according to our number. If a 4 digit number, 3 digits, starting 3 digits are our, rest of the digits are our quotients. But the remainder last digit, this last digit in all the numbers last digit is a remainder and rest of the digits we will get as a quotient when we divide with 10, divided by 10. Okay. Divided by 100 and also find quotient and remainder. So, this we have to divide it by 100. 100 6 600. 4 minus 0 4, 7 minus 0 7, 6 minus 6 is 0, do not take. Then what is your quotient? Quotient is 6, remainder is 74. When you divide it by 100, last 2 digits is your remainder and rest of the place is your quotient. Rest of the place is your quotient. Here 3890. So, when we divide it by 100, 100 3s are first, here 3 is there, 100 3s are 300, 9 minus 0 is 9, 8 minus 0 is 8, 3 minus 3 is 0, do not take, 890. So, it means again we have to take 100 8s are 100, 8s are 800, 0 minus 0 0, 9 minus 0 9, 8 minus 8 is 0. Then now here quotient. What is your quotient? Quotient is 38, remainder, last 2 digits your remainder, that is 90. These two are remainder and these two are quotients. Last 2 digits are your remainder, then rest of the places your quotients. Now 9731, when we divide it by 100, here 9 is there, 100 9s are 900, then minus 3 minus 0 3, 7 minus 0 7, 9 minus 9 is 0, do not take. Here 7 is there first, 100 7s are 700, then minus 1, 3 minus 0 3, 7 is 0 7. Then quotient is 97 and remainder is 31. So, when we divided with 100, last 2 digits are your remainder and rest of the places your quotient. Remember this one, okay? Divide by 1000, find the quotient and remainder. So, when we divide by 1000, so we will get last 3 digits as remainder, that is ones, tens, 100. Okay? See here, 634 divided by 1000. Here 8 is there, 1000 8s are 8000. Then 4 minus 0 4, 3 minus 0 3, 6 minus 0 6, 8 minus 8 0, won't take that one. Here quotient, your quotient is 8 and remainder last 3 digits. Last 3 digits 634. Here also 2304, when we divide with 1000, here 2 is there, 1000 2s are 2000, then minus, here also minus. 4 minus 0 4, 0 minus 0 0, 3 minus 0 3, 2 minus 2 is 0, won't take. Then quotient, so quotient is 2, remainder is 304. Next, here 7960 we have to divide by 1000. 1000 7s are 7000, then minus 0 minus 0 0, 6 minus 0 6, 9 minus 0 9, 7 minus 7 is 0. Then quotient is 7, remainder (960). See here, so one simple, so when we divide with 1000, last 3 digits ones, tens, 100, these 3 are our remainders and rest of the places your quotient. When we divided by 100, 2 digits ones and tens here remainder and rest of the places here quotient. Without actual division we have to find the quotient and remainder. Here the number is given 763, here we have to divide with 10. whenever we are going to divide with 10, the last place, the ones place is our remainder, the rest of the places our quotient. So, without actual division, what is our quotient? Quotient is 76 and remainder, our remainder is 3, 3 is our remainder. In the same here 687, here we are dividing with 10. So, the last one's place is a remainder and rest of the places are quotient. These two are our quotient and this is our remainder. So, remainder, what is the quotient first? Quotient is 68 and remainder is 7. The last one's place is our remainder, rest of the places are quotient. One's place is our remainder and rest of the places are quotient when we divide with 10. Okay. Now students, our next question, next bit, solve the following problems. What problems given? So, we have to solve. First we have to read the question. So, what is given here? A restaurant sold 49 pizzas during a week. A week is equal to 7 days. In a week, how many days are there? 7 days. 7 days is equal to 1 week. Okay. How many pizzas were sold on each day? So, he has given about a week, means about 7 days he has given. So, we have to find 1 day. So, 1 day how many pizzas? So, they are going to sell. Okay. So, here more he has given 1, about 1 he is asking. It means we have to divide. First we have to write the steps first, then number of pizzas sold in a week is equal to 49. How many pizzas? 49 pizzas. 49 pizzas were sold in 1 week. Then how many pizzas were sold in each day? Then next, number of pizzas were sold in 1 day is equal to 49 divided by 7. So, why we are dividing with 7? So, because 1 week is equal to 7 days. So, in 7 days 49 pizzas they sold. So, then how many pizzas they are going to sell in 1 day? So, that means 49 divided by 7. It means 49 we have to divide with 7. Now, you check in 7 when you will get 49. Read your 7 table. 7 1s are 7, 7 2s are 14, 7 3s are 21, 7 4s are 28, 7 5s are 35, 7 6s are 42, 7 7s are 49, 7 7s are 49 minus 49 is 0. Then how many pizzas they sold in 1 week, 1 day? 7 pizzas. Therefore, 7 pizzas sold, 7 pizzas were sold in 1 day. In 1 day they are going to sell 7 pizzas. So, in this way we have to find number of pizzas. So, they are going to sell in 1 day. So, here see one thing, if more he has given 1, about 1 he is going to ask, then in these type of cases we have to do division. Here for 1 week he has given 1 week 49 pizzas, then for 1 day he is asking, means 7 days, about 7 days he has given. For 1 day he is asking, it means we have to divide. First, in what problem, first you read the question first and understand the question first. Then third, So you should decide what we are going to do. This means addition or subtraction or division or multiplication. And after that, so write your steps. Then after that, method, procedure, then after that conclusion step. So these things you should follow in word problems. Okay. Next, the second word problem. First you read your question first. Shefali is selling raffle ticket each for rupees 4. She collected a total rupees 284. Then how many tickets did she sell? So total how many tickets she sold? Total how much amount she got? 284. So one ticket amount is given. Total how many tickets she sell? So it means that total amount is given. The total amount we have to divide with unit price, means one ticket. One ticket cost is given, that is rupees. Total amount how much she got? 284 rupees. Then how many tickets she sell, means we have to divide the total amount with unit price. What is unit price here? Per ticket. One ticket cost is rupees 4. With that we have to divide 284. Then right here one ticket price, one ticket price rupees 4. Then total collected amount, how much they collected? Rupees 284. One ticket price is given, total collected amount is given. So then how many tickets, means number of tickets she sells is equal to 284 divided by 4. Now you have to divide 284 with 4. So first we have to take 28. Why? Because this 2 is smaller than this 4. Then this 28 we have to check where you will get in 4 table. 4 5s are 20, 4 6s are 24, 4 7s are 28. 4 7s are 28. Then after that 28 minus 28, same number minus same number. Same number minus same number is 0. So no need to take that 0. Then after that next place, that ones place we have to copy. Then in 4 table when you will get 4 ones are 4. Then same number minus same number is 0. Then how many tickets she sell? 71 tickets. So whatever the quotient, that is our answer. Therefore total 71 tickets she sold. Okay students, here next question. So first read this question first. A family consumes 5 kg rice in a month. Then if they bought 105 kg rice, how many months will it last? Means total. So means per day, a family consumes 5 kg rice in a month. In a month 5 kg rice they consume. So then if they bought 105 kg of rice, then how many months will it last? Then this 105 kg rice, so this many rice need for how many months? This many kgs of rice, so is sufficient for how many months he is asking. It means, so we have to divide this total rice, means 105 kg with this 5 kg rice per month. Okay, first rice consume per month is equal to 5 kg. 5 kg rice consumes per month. Then 105 kg rice is consumes means needed 105 kg rice needs for how many months? How many months this 105 kg rice needed? So then, so what we have to do? So we have to divide this 105 kg rice. So we have to divide with this 5 kg. Now you divide 5 with 105. Now this one is smaller than this divisor, so you take 10. In 5 table, when you will get 10, 5 2s are 10, 5 2s are 10, then minus 10 minus 10 is 0, no need to take that 0. Then after that, very next place we have to take, that is 1's place. In 5 table, when you will get 5, 5 1s are 5, 5 minus 5 is 0, then 21. So therefore 105 kg rice is consumes 105 kg rice consumes 21 days. 21 not days, 21 months, 21 months. So this 105 kg rice, so it is sufficient for 21 months. When if 5 kg rice consumes per month, then total 105 kg rice consumes 21 months. Okay.